Look at that. I've only got about an hour to hunt here. It's almost dark. Oh, it's definitely a coin. New permission. Just got it. 1760 by a colonel in the Revolutionary Army. So, Revolutionary War colonel. Hopefully they'll find some military out here and something that'll date the house. 1760 it was built. Added on in the 1800s. This is a new barn, but there's a huge structure out back that's just a cellar hole now. It must have been a cow farm or sheep farm, but it was massive. I think they had about 100 acres behind me. Right now I've got about 1 acre to hunt, less, about a half acre, but could be good. So I hope for the best. Hope it hasn't been hit too hard in the past. It's a tavern, so it's probably been hit. Let's go get it. I've come about 50 feet and I'm already on a silver spoon. Gotta be silver. Yeah, for sure. Heavy. Yeah, it's beautiful. Wow. Tavern, silver spoon. Original house on the left, and that addition was in the, I think, mid 1800s, but 1760 on the left. There's a little brooch of some sort with the pin intact. Looks fairly modern. But the well was right here. There was a lot of military action. It was originally owned by a Revolutionary War colonel, I believe. So I'm hoping to find military buttons out here. Still, jewelry. 1760. The front of the house would have been over here. It was a tavern. And look at that. I've only got about an hour to hunt here. It's almost dark. Oh, it's definitely a coin. I'm gonna have to get my glasses, I think. Oh, pretty smooth on that side. Oh, there's gotta be something in there. I would love to date the house. Not sure this is gonna do it, but let me clean it up and get back to you. Ooh, what is that? I should be able to get an ID. So, I see a 1 cent. It's definitely US. Oh, it looks old too. It looks pre-matron. I think that's a draped bust. Ooh, that might even be a date. I think that says 1809. Draped bust. US large cent. Love it. 1809. I think that's 1809. Draped bust went up that far. But look at that. Beautiful. Yep, definitely coming back here. Give it a thorough going over with the small coil. I'm just putting it on now for my last half hour. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. On the drape bust right here. Came around the corner. Shoe buckle. Look at that. 1700s. No partial. Yep. Yep, yep, yep. That's what we like. Let's find a whole one. Love it. Oh my God. Such a nice house. It's going to be fun. We get to play coin or button. Right next to the Conestoga bell and the pocket knife. I'm on a little hot streak here. Oh, it's got to be a button, but it's a dandy if it is. Yep, there's a shank. Oh boy. What's on it? it going to be the button of all buttons or just another button? Let's figure it out. It's dark. I can't see a damn thing right now. Well, I'll get back to you if it's anything exciting, but it's a nice dandy with the shank intact. A little squashed, but there it is. Nice. Well, it's not a GW. Might have a little design in the middle there. It's got a lot of the silver wash on it still. My hands are huge, so it doesn't look very big, but it is just on the edge of being a dandy. Very large coat button. 1700s for sure. Well, my hour is up. It's starting to rain. It's getting dark. Just found this. Great patina for a little pocket knife. All metal. I'm not sure if it's missing the scales or if it never had it. Looks like just a little metal pocket knife. Hole dropped. Wasn't thrown down because the blade is still in there intact. Might be my last find. It's getting cold and wet and dark, but I'll come back here for sure. Beautiful spot. Beautiful day. Found the Draped bust large scent right here. The front of the house has really been cleaned out. It's occasional signal. This is a old flat button. It looks like it might go into the 1700s. I don't see any back marks. There does seem to be something on it, but what I'd really like to see is military. This isn't military. Yeah, there was a Rev War captain owned and built this house. And his men used to drill right out here. They used to muster and do their thing. But I'll take that button for sure. Well, it's ornate, but it's not military. It's pretty cool. Seems to be the only spot that I'm getting signals. This little patch of land, but it's all mid-tones. High tones are long gone. A little pattern on it, little wavy pattern. Shank intact. Convex. Little coat button. There it is. Nice. Oh, oh, oh. Look at that. Oh, be old. Be old. It's a Barber. Not old. Well, old, but not really old. I want something 1700s. But that's a deep, deep, wow, that is full pinpointer down. Well, that didn't leave me much. That was a one-wayer, but a good signal. Anyway,
oh, you know what?
That's a Barber dime.
I'll take a picture of it and then I'll blow it up.
Yeah, that's the way to do it. But that's the first silver out of your yard. I'm guessing
1916.
16? Oh, that's the last year for Barber, I believe.
Really?
They became Mercury, I think, in either 17 or 18. So yeah,
Cool.
But that's Barber dime. That's not bad.
All right.
We'll take it. I'm telling you, like anything I'm finding,
Yeah.
it's right here, and it's deep. It's really deep.
Well, When I was gardening once, I lost
A Barber dime?
no, a sapphire from a.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it popped right out.
Here? Did you find it?
No,
Sapphire ring?
no, just the stone.
Oh, just the stone. I was going to say, I can find the ring in 10 minutes.
Yeah, that's too bad.
I do ring returns for people all the time.
Wow.
I get calls and just go, and the last one I did was this guy was out weed whacking. He was, I think he's mid-80s, and he was using a weed whacker in his yard, and he lost his big wedding, whatever it is. It wasn't a wedding band. It was, anyway, it was a ring that he'd had on his hand for 50 something odd years, and he was crushed. And him and his wife, and they called a friend of mine, and she called me, and we went over there, and 15 minutes, and I get this signal,
Beep, beep.
really shallow signal, sounded like this, and I leaned down and I scooping around in the grass. I knew it wasn't going to be buried. And it was this huge honking gold ring with a diamond. I don't know how many carats it was, but it was massive.
Wow.
And when I dropped it in his hand, he went into tears almost immediately. It was like,
Oh,
yeah.
that's so
And it's so
sweet.
satisfying, I tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Really deep, but interesting artifact. Little watch winding key. Heidi, interesting little artifact. Something I like finding just because it's kind of personal, but see if you can guess what it is. Has a function, daily function, worn on the body.
Worn on the body.
Yeah, mostly men. Has to do with pocket watches.
Is it part of a chatelaine?
It's the key that actually winds a pocket watch. There's a little, one little end of that would be, you'd put it into the back of the pocket watch and turn it, and it would hang from your chain, your pocket watch chain, the fob, pocket watch key.
Cool.
Yeah. A loud signal. I had to dig it good. I don't know, 14 inches? I can see what it is. That is a buggy brake. Good shape too, beautiful shape. Very cool, very distinct shape. I like finding them. They're always great signals. In the front yard, well, side yard. Most of this is fill. There's bulldozers in here doing all kinds of work not too long ago. But that looks like it's silver, even though it's modern. Limb print. 1942, Washington. Second silver. Little Barber dime. Washington quarter, 1942. And now we've got something else in the sidewall. God, I want to scrape it, whatever it is. There are rocks in here too. Something green. Yeah, it's a thimble. Oh yeah. Well, that was worth going for. It could be paid to the house. Nice. I love finding thimbles. Oh. And keep the dirt in it, just in case it's a fragile one. I think I just found my first musket ball on the property. It's ringing at 80, 81. I just pulled out another piece of lead of some sort. This. And then right next to it was that. That's definitely a musket ball. Dropped, not fired. Beauty. Mid-80s, but it sounds shallow. No plugs out here. Just mossy grass. Is that it? No. Yes. Oh wow. It's a more modern crotal bell. Huh. More like a jingle bell. It'd be late 1800s, early 1900s. Don't really know. I'll have to do a little research on it, but it doesn't have the pedals. But I bet it'll ring, which you'll hear right now. Look at this. I haven't touched it. I just pulled the shovel out. You see that? Oh, the crotal bell. For sure. Oh, a little bigger. Again, it's that more modern style. Jingle bell, crotal bell. Probably 20th century or late 19th. But I found the other one right next to that tree. This one right here. Rang up like a soda can. I lifted the coil and it wasn't banging still, so there it is. Wow. It's heavy. Yep. Crotal bell.
How's it going?
Found a nice little spot over here. Just pulled out 2 crotal bells. Like sleigh bells, jingle bells, you know.
Right.
They go in a horse carriage.
I'm sure you've discovered the power lines, right?
I wouldn't go that deep that I would come across it. So it wouldn't be a concern.
Yeah.
I'm always more concerned about dog fences, electric dog fences, because they're only buried
Right.
4 inches down, maybe, you know. So once I clear them out, they'll actually jingle. There's a ball inside.
Oh, how wonderful.
Yeah, they're 2 different sizes. There would have been a string of large to tiny, and they would have been, you know, on the side of the carriage, and so it's a kind of their horn, you know. Some other cool stuff too. This is we call them a buggy brake. So on a carriage, you know, 1-horse carriage, there's 2 posts that come to either side of the horse. The horse is kind of tied onto them. That's he's pulling the carriage with those 2 posts. And then when they take the horse off the carriage, they drop those posts onto the ground. And the end of those posts have these little brass fittings on them. And they scrape on the ground, and they always wear in the same way. They wear right through, and they always have that bevel. So when the carriage is, you know, rolled on the ground, the buggy brake wears through. And so that's a kind of a common find, but I always like to find out. It's like taboo for any metal detectors to go anywhere near a cemetery.
Disrespectful.
Oh, there it is. All that work. It's modern turnbuckle.
Oh, dang.
Sorry. I say I found this, but no, this is Heidi's gem. See, you hold that like you mean it. I can't imagine that was cutlery, but what do you think? It looks like almost utilitarian. I can't imagine that at the dinner table.
Yeah.
Very cool knife, though.
Big Bertha.
What was her name?
Bertha.
Bertha? Did she give you a lot of eggs?
She did.
Yeah. Look at that. Early button. Early home. Right over Big Bertha's grave. It's an honor. That's a beauty. Heidi mentioned that she's been finding a lot of nails in this garden. Square nails. So I knew that it had to be old. Sure enough. 1700s flat button. With the shank. Once again, nothing on it, but dates the house beautifully. Been looking for anything military today. I'll clean it up, see if I can find anything. Yeah, nothing nearly so glamorous as military. It's a full hole, 4-hole underwear button in the corner of the house. Using the big coil and trying to get deep. But it wasn't very deep. It's a mid-tone, obviously. Looks like silver, but it isn't. It's a Tomback. And it's got a crushed shank. That is definitely 1700s. Yep, little Tomback. Right in front of the door. I found a Model T canopy clip in the backyard. And now this, right in front of the door. That is a Model T coil part. Goes to the Model T coil. It's missing the other side of this here. Very recognizable. Getting late. It's dark-ish. Sun's down. Ooh, I see round. Oh, please. Oh, please, please. Be a farthing. 1700s. Coat button. Have something on it. Set a rope down. Might be my last signal. Time to leave this place. Tomorrow I'll be on another 1700s house, but a little more modern. Look at the checker pattern. Oh, that's cool. It's not military, but it's cool. I'm not sure what I'm looking at here. A very bent up button, but look at the raised letters on this thing. Don't know. Well, they didn't leave many coins, not many high tones, but they left a lot of mid and low tones. Old winding key of some sort. You start seeing your pinpointer light, you know you've been out too long. Yep, it's getting dark. Crusty axe / hammer head. No idea what the age is, but it's not 20th century. Pretty cool. There it is. Might have to restore that. Yeah, fun hunt. Somebody had been here, combed it out. All the high tones were gone. But I did manage to scrape out a few relics and a few coins. And yeah, deep HC and sensitive FT. Really tuned out to the max, really low reactivity. Tried to go as deep as I could possibly go. And it paid off. We got enough to just about fill a box for the homeowners. Wonderful people. This little garden produced a bunch of buttons from the 1700s. The front lawn here was most of the relics that I found were here. And the one Draped bus coin was there also. Barber dime was really deep out here. Croto bells came from right here. 2 croto bells, 1700s button right here. Either side of this wall was really productive. In and around the grave of their chickens, produced 3 different artifacts right here. Yeah, fortunately no bones. Gonna miss it. Fun house. Can't see it. Doesn't look like much. Some silvers, draped bust, grotto bells, lots of buttons, buggy brakes, keys, thimbles, you name it. Even a watch winding key, pocket watch winder, musket ball, fragments of early shoe buckle, like mid 1700s or earlier. I found 4 different fragments of it. I was hoping to find a big lump, but anyway, until next time, see ya.